Oh no, my thing broke. The heck? Hold on. Ah. Ah. Uh. Give me a second, guys. My, my model broke. No, don't do it. Ah. Where is my thing? Wait. There we go. Temporary solution until I get my thing fixed. Okay. Sorry about the scuffness, guys, at the beginning. It's not how I should start off my streams. my, my Discord ended up crashing and my gift broke. So, my thing broke, so... Oops. Anyways. Wait. Oh, hold on, I wasn't back. Yeah, my thing's broken. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, you're gone. Perfect. I'll have to fix that later. Whoops. I'll worry about that later. Right now, I just want to get to my game. Just hide my shelf for now since they're on my bed. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We're temporary gift Susan today. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't expect the scuffs already. My thing crashed because I had so much things open, and then yeah, and then my mouse stopped working, so I'll have to redo that. But yeah. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome in. Is your super cute, super comfy Sakura Arctic Fox Susan here once again, playing some more Coffee Talk. It is a Monday night. I have none of the Hollow Boys are live tonight, so I am going to just be streaming more Coffee Talk because I like this game and I want to play it some more, so yeah. Okay, with that being said, last I left off, we continue. Load. I don't know how long this episode will be. I'm gonna try maybe go for an hour and a half, see how long these episodes are, because I'm on episode 9, I believe, and I think we have, after 9, there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes left, so we're about halfway done, so this game's flying by pretty fast. So we got that. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Hold on, let me just message my significant other. Let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up, and the weather's keeping quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. There are boys, let's go. Good evening, Mr. Hyde and Mr. Gala. Nice to see you two. But first, let's check Tomochio. relatively same stories. I know I shouldn't be looking at my phone with other customers, but no one's judging. Rachel, go, that's cute. Heh, that's cute. Aw. That's cute. I like that. Okay. Rear pad. Okay, so my significant other might be joining us later, but we'll see. Nice to see you too. How'd it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Fury's giving me a hard time. Your Fury? Is it the full moon already? Nope, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury, and that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small, but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual, and a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that could help you with that? I never found one, but if anyone could come up with it, it's you, Susan. Since the Galahad can soothe your fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well? Maybe, but I think it needs to be more relaxing. Like a Galahad, but with no caffeine and maybe blue? Okay. So, blue pea, milk, and ginger. Ooh, pretty. Here you go, a gala tea for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Susan? No, takes a bit of soul searching. To tailor it to the situation and so on. It almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. Call it a sixth sense. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I need. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long look-see too? Did something happen? Actually, Susan, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. No, I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job. Most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as is. You should know by now how I feel when Fury's about to hit. I take you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? Yeah, you bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one, lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Looking so gloomy, sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please help me help him, Susan. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde? Ah, fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old, and I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize, Susan. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. Hey, no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind then. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in and stayed on billboards for months, and I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and it all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, and it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in, and everything's forgotten. Blink, and it's gone. There's no bonds to be built there. Isn't that changing these days, though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes, too. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. So are you saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That became a part of their lives in a real way. You do know how people in your you do know you have people in your lives in a real way, right? People who are always remember you? That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hardworking vampire? Do you see what I'm dealing with, Susan? It does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, that sounds good. Just make it something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. Okay. So... Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seemed like this well enough. Nice, Susan. And you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he liked, even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At a place of my choosing. Ugh. going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you?
You know it.
Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala?
Oh, let's see. You say it, Hyde.
He's won every single one of the bets you've ever made. Wow.
Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food.
Just rub it in my face, why don't you? Hmm? Oh, hi everyone.
Hey, Lua.
Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I want to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it has been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments.
It's alright. Kinda fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way?
Just let me order before I answer. If that's alright, Susan. Of course! What would you like? Well, I spent the whole day in talking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you can recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink then, please. Okay. Chocolate, lemon, honey. Here you go, some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Susan. This is truly just lovely, just what I needed. Oh, that's great to hear. Hey, Rune Wolf, welcome in. Yeah, thank you. I'm voice acting this all myself. My company is trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan.
That sounds pretty tough.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your question earlier, Gala, you probably gathered that Bay and I have been fighting.
Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it, too.
Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding. We haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bay means well. He suggests all these things that he think I'd like, and I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me. But, yeah, thank you. But I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. That's not great, I know.
Well, it'd be easier if we always acted rationally. We only get annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. Most things aren't that simple, are they?
That's true.
Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help.
That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. Decision making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bay to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though. But I'm realizing that it might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caters, the more it all feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bay. But the way we're planning it? I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiancé that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget?
That's up to him how you communicate, isn't it?
Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. But Babe wants to honor that. You feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him.
I swear you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think, instead of worrying out your own wants and needs. You do realize that that's the important bit, right?
I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership?
Oh, I mean, oh, hold on. Let me read that again. What do you think it means to honor your partnership?
To celebrate it properly, for starters?
Right. And who are you in that partnership with?
I believe you mean. I believe you mean him. I believe you met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes.
Right, I'm glad you remember that because you were making it sound. Like you were in a relationship with your friend who got married, and the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating.
Thanks for the lurk, Grinwolf.
Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers at a fast have it in trainers at a fast food joint if that's what you'd like. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours.
I still want a pretty outfit and decent food.
Thank goodness.
But point well taken. It's just, my family might have certain expectations.
Did they openly say that?
No.
Then maybe do, or maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything. But you shouldn't put their needs above your own.
I really shouldn't, should I? You're giving me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde.
My pleasure. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist.
Hmm.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say that I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that.
Are you looking to change careers, Hyde?
He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent. Wants to leave a mark. Wants it to have fun. Just a very quick summary.
Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you could make modeling fun again?
I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago.
What happened then?
I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, looked the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup, and she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s.
My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that?
Yes, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light, and also because it was a slower experience. Something like that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual, posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that.
Is that unusual?
Yep, most fashion photographs take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time, and I got kind of friendly, I guess. We got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her dark room. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. And as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she really liked a portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales, or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it.
No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea. I think of another career for you.
Please, sure, Lil, you'd be doing both of us a solid.
Go on then. Well, maybe it's because I looked at so many of them recently. But apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said, it captures the light beautifully. And it's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that.
Who? Me? No, the other vampire was looking for a new line of work. I think you got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month.
Well, forget about it then.
No, don't forget about it at all. It will be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like playing strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. You solved all the bridesmaids dramas and offended the parents. But most importantly, you did something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced.
I don't know if this is the right topic for this for Miss. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua. It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but it doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life.
That career in the Mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay?
Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one.
It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Susan.
See you later. Good night, you two.
Here we go again. Last one sitting.
Indeed, proper night owls. Eden?
You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right?
That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you?
I do, sometimes. But I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then the next thing you know... I don't want to sound too depressing.
So you don't believe in love?
Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to support you can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And there's still them. There's no two souls becoming one. Not really. I know, the one time I tried, it really didn't work out.
But do you regret trying?
No. Yes, I don't. It confirmed me for that marriage and the like. It's never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing about myself. It's given me a space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it...
Oh, I just remembered something, guys. I forgot to do something. Hold on. Dang it, I don't want to do that. I don't know how to pin comments on my mobile. User actions. No. That didn't help. I don't know how to pin it on my mobile, and I don't want to go to my Chrome because otherwise it'll crash, but... I'm raising money for charity, so yeah. As you're interested, please donate. Donate to St. Jude's. I'm running a month-long campaign with my one mod, so yeah.
People who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out. There's something beautiful there.
Sorry, just checking something real quick. There we go. Okay.
Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute when I said we'd be together forever, I meant it. I sure felt alive.
If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating. It's something worth helping other people celebrate.
You're a tricksy one, Susan. And I'm too tired to fight your logic. Which means it's time for me to head back.
Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say, I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here.
Oh, it's plenty comfortable, for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. goodness, Gala is from a long-living species. But even then, he'll grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now, in a century, maybe two. And Lua and
Or
Galo.
3.
Oh, hey, sweetie.
There you go.
Here, let me get your gift.
Oh.
My thing crashed earlier and it messed up my stuff, so I can't have my PNG up, so I have my GIF up too, so
Okay.
There you are.
Weird.
Oh, well. It doesn't matter. I'm still me anyway, so...
Yeah. But yeah, that's just. Anyway, sorry about that.
and Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Susan?
Mm, that is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde.
Hey, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you and a little in return.
I suppose that's true.
So, anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me.
Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. You'll make sure it's not misplaced.
I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to go browse for some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen?
Indeed.
This just in: local vampire crushed by a giant camera.
Take care of yourself, friend.
And you as well. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. But some of us will. Blue marshmallow, a comforting herbal tea that soothes the spirits of upset children and stumped grown-ups alike. Very cute.
Full moon's nearly here. Thursday, September 26th, September 28th, 2023. Thursday, September 28th. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more days left.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Alright, let's see what's in the paper today. New image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review.
Oops.
Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it.
Good evening.
You just say first as always.
Yep.
Officer, welcome.
Oh, hey Susan.
How are you doing? Officer?
Oh. Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now.
No worries. Work issues?
Well, that. Check Tomo chill first. Stories. 4 new stories. Like. Ha ha ha. Top of the morning to y'all. Ha ha ha.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No worries. Work issues?
What else?
I'm all ears if you want to chat.
You're our pal. I'm in a real bind, Susan.
What happened?
Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute, and I'm feeling out of my depth.
Are you talking about your recent patrols?
Yep. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage the last couple of days.
Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything?
Yes, and no.
Hey, Raptor. Welcome in.
Hey, yo.
The infrareds caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats or cats. But neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, the laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles.
Giggles. Can werebeast giggle?
Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really.
I see. So what's next? Hold on. Another story. Yep. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Do you know why the satires from France are more musical than the ones from America? 'Cause they have French horns! Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. So, what's next?
I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. You know, Susan, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see.
Oh, what about them?
As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit in the known physical rules of the time was referred to as such.
Oh, Does that mean banshees are part of the fairy folk?
Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions, I think?
Back then, any sentient being that was apparitions, yeah.
Okay, I had a feeling it was that. Apparitions?
Yes. Apparitions like ghost.
Ghost?
Ghost.
I see.
What do you mean I see?
Eh?
Does that sound like a bad joke to you?
Yes.
I'm not sure I follow.
Bud, come on. Ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now.
Right. The tree.
Does that mean it's haunted?
It could be? What about you, sweetie? Do you believe in ghosts?
50-50. Like, I can somewhat understand it because the world doesn't make any sense. At the same time, could be any number of reasons. I don't know. I just chalk it up to fate just being a dick to me, which is pretty common.
Bad.
What about you?
Considering I watched Ghost Adventures a lot back then. Kind of, yeah. I can't sleep at night because of that now, so.
Pat.
I pat you. Pat.
Yes, and I returned the pat.
I mean, granted, I guess maybe. I used to. There was actually a little running joke that was in my family had when I lived back on the other side of my house.
Mhm.
We have a connecting door that leads to the front porch, and it doesn't always shut properly. So sometimes whenever it opens, we like to believe it's like my grandfather visiting us, or one of my grandparents visiting us, because back then when my grandparents were still alive and we were still pretty young, if they were well enough, they would come visit us. Like, when my grandfather was still alive. What the frick? I see a green light. I saw like a green light on top of one of the roofs. Must have been a plane. Hold on.
They hit the Pentagon! Okay, I'm not gonna finish that. That's a deep cut reference.
Did you say something?
What? Oh, no, I was just saying in response to the whole plane thing. They hit the Pentagon! And then I stopped, basically, because it's a deep cut joke.
I mean, airplanes do fly over my area sometimes.
Ah, okay. Used to happen on my end as well, but before we moved.
But it's just because we do have an airport in my town, but it hasn't really been in any of there hasn't really been any commercial flights out of it for a long time now, because I guess after with COVID happened and all those flights shut down, you'd think that because our town's connected for Little League, they'd use our airport, but nope. They haven't used any flights out since. The nearest airport to me is like maybe an hour away. That's like that does international flights or whatnot. So, and I don't have. And the thing is with me, do you have passenger trains in your area?
Used to, and then our premier decided, no, we can't have that. And now we're still trying to get it back after years.
That's the thing. Even though my town is like really populated and we do have trains, we don't have passenger trains.
Huh.
Like, the only thing people would use to get around mostly now are just like transit buses. That's like how we get around, even though our town's like densely populated. They never thought to put like a station. I mean, we have like a bus station that goes to like faraway cities, but that's like the best you'll get, other than maybe driving an hour out to the nearest airport. But yeah, you'd think they do something like that, considering how popular our city is, because it is technically a place where a big sports event takes place. So
Yeah, that's true. There we go. That adjustment. Like, there we go.
still going? Okay. Just checking something real quick. My Japanese friend was online this morning, and now he's online again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Huh? Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world, even. Sometimes literally. You're right. Oh yeah, I was also doing some thinking. You remember how it was said earlier in last episode how Silver was like protecting like people that are like aliens that are coming in from Earth and all that stuff? Yep. Now I actually understand what it's getting at. You know how there's like illegal aliens, and how that's also affecting that's also a kind of real life term as well for those that illegally get into like other countries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I guess what it meant. So.
Oh, okay.
It's just what I noticed. So in a way, Silver's like protecting illegal immigrants in a way. Those that are looking for like a newer, better life, you know. I guess you're not the only one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own. What is this word?
Oh, give it a second. Weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own peccadillos.
Peccadillo? What the frick is that word? Peccadillos.
True. Peccadillos. A small, relatively unimportant offensive sin.
Okay. True that. You don't mind telling me, though. May I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. That's understandable. All you need to know is that my fear was never caused by actual ghost. Oh? Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Susan. Well, that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay, thanks for sharing.
You know, it's funny. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So is my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble.
You see, that makes sense. Eh,
Hmm.
Who's spamming emotes? Oh, hey,
Oh,
Jeebus! Oh, thank
thank
you
you,
for the head
Jesus.
Thank you for the head pats. Thank you. Here, let me give you some. Let's see, I don't know how many I have. I have my piranha pat. I think I got a rude pat. Where's my rude pat? Thought he had a pet. Oh well. I guess that's my only pet. Thank you for the pets. I'm good. How are you, Jeebus? It's been a while. I actually do have a new like model, but unfortunately, my Discord ended up crashing, and so did my model software. So, well, not really my software. My program got wonky, so I had to pull up my GIF. I can actually show
You're
you.
being stupid, basically.
I do have a preview image of my new model, though. Uh, this is the new me. Look how pretty I am. It's so pretty.
It is. It is pretty.
Patchy Kid worked hard on the concept, and my GIF artist also worked on this. So, yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, back to the story.
Oh.
Uh,
It,
they're, they're the kinds, they're the kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, the Zenrock Garden thing from Japan. They understand the zenness of it. I don't. That doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill.
I think you almost got it.
Yeah? But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. On that note,
hmm.
Susan, you see my lighter, right?
I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yes.
My bad. That thing was originally my grandpop's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. Got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from.
Uh,
At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far, so it was a good
Hmm.
location for him with all the veteran support nearby and all.
right.
Now, about that street. You see, my grandpop liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets, from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things.
I see.
You see,
Hmm.
the street name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess what it is?
You mean...
Bourne Street. Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But when I went through his files and it checks out.
Does that mean the vendors he was talking about?
Bingo. And you know what? He bought the lighter there.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is cute. Well,
It is.
hopefully, maybe after tomorrow, once I get my re-upload my Fuji tech, I should be back to normal. So yeah. I.
Are you sure it's only a coincidence?
What do you mean?
Come on. Ain't no way they're just coincidences, Susan. Everything is lining up too perfectly, if you ask me.
Huh? Uh-oh.
Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Right.
Then, my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just tons of weird stuff happening in the past week alone, you see.
Right.
Then one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me, who's in charge of the case? Me! Then there's the Banshee lady, your patron with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I wouldn't even have remembered on my own.
Right.
And now we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected? Tell me!
Well, if you list them all in order like that,
I'm telling you, Susan, that place is calling for me. The case is made for me. And they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They make me
Whatever,
question
Shaggy.
everything I've ever known, you know.
but I've always thought you're pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer.
Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows?
Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep.
Huh? What's that?
No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch.
Yeah?
The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You can find everything from the mundane to the extreme, from local comforts to really special stuff. I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you.
Oh?
It is something like a protection drink. It's made out of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients.
Huh. Protection from what, though?
From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit.
Ah, gotcha. But, Susan, even if the whole situation is, haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. Right?
I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter.
What for?
Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just think your lighter might give it that extra magic boost it needs. Compared to just using a regular flame, I mean.
Heh, what are you gonna make me anyway? Nah, I trust you. Here. Okay then, make me this magical drink you learned, Susan.
Okay. So we need coffee, honey, and lemon, and brew. Ooh. Queen Medetta, and I gotta give him the lighter back. Look at that, there's like a glowing flame around it.
Ooh.
I think, honestly, seeing the flame kind of reminds me of Rio. Just because Rio has like a little purple flame on his head. And plus, because his drinks are usually, because whenever they do cafe drinks, like special drinks for Rio, they usually use butterfly pea drink, and when you add lemon to it, it makes it purple, so even though this is coffee, there's some lemon in it, so
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yes, the gasoline coffee. Wait, what? Yeah, it's a thing in our reality. We can drink gasoline. Why?
Oh, wow. The drink does light up, huh?
Yep, this is special just for you. So don't tell anybody.
Roger that.
Here you go. Oof, careful.
Dang, Susan. This is really something else. You sure it's okay to drink?
I have no idea. But I'll
take responsibility if anything happens.
I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Susan. You even made this crazy drink to make me feel better.
Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can.
Thanks. Man. At least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not just the case with apparitions.
Not with that attitude.
Huh?
She even unlocked. Don't know what that is. Can't read it. Dang it. Oh! Hello. You're new. What kind of voice should I give this guy?
Oh no, it's the achievement ghost. Yeah, 6 out of 10.
Trying to think what kind of voice to give this guy.
Kind of looks like Looker a bit.
Yeah.
Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actually elbow grease. I wouldn't make that mistake again. McQueen? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you.
What do you think? Hang on. Hey, listen up, you pal. Think I got an idea? Just give him like a police, like a New York police officer accent. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is you. Surprised to just keep on coming this week. Let me go over there.
You know each other?
More or less. We were brunch buddies.
Brunch buddies?
Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in the same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. Well, I feel ya. I wasn't sure if we were going to make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt.
I'll just take both of your words for it.
Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So, what brings you here, Detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. Know enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost? Whoa. Well,
I get it.
busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Susan about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghost. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street just the other day.
I remember that.
I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times, it's ghost. How do you do it, Detective? Your cases, man. I've probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much. When I do think about it, I think who else will do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense.
I hope I'm not sounding too, weird with this guy's accent. I've never done this. I haven't done this accent or that accent in ages. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case we were investigating in a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat, couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exercise the place, right? But the husband, he caught wind, and he's released, and he retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it. It's hard to get ghosts out of a basement or an attic. It's all about the angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All stuff is still there. It's hard. I get that. So, slowly going down the stairs to try and coax him out. Bam! Next minute, all this romantic music is playing, and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. Then, before I know what hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel, and he's behind me, and... Wait, isn't this the plot of that 1990s film, Ghost? Oh. Maybe? We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting.
Well, it could be worse. Could be Ghost Game.
Another officer. Oh, no, okay. Now they gotta make up another voice.
Gonna put this in general.
Hey, let's see. Hey, detective. Hey, people I don't know. Did you get your info and errand sorted? I sure did. Doodly, I can see crumbs stuck to your face. Oh, that's just the rain. It's very bready rain. There's filling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's sealed up, though. You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop. Oh, that's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So what I miss? We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of Ghost. Hey. Ghost? Yeah, you're afraid of them. You're afraid of them, right, Doodly? No idea. Never met one. We stopped a ghost riot. Pfft, ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them. Easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry that wasn't much help. Wait, you said they're just like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive, just like us. As long as they don't try to eat / possess / violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture, listen to their issues and spiritual wails. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside. Should be easy since you can see through them. I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything he says. I certainly don't. Well, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. A pleasure. Now, Dooley, I think you should read the case briefing and find out why we're here. I already did. Oh. Turns out we were meant to arrest the person driving the taxi. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a Chupacabra?
Chupacabra.
No, it was a joke.
Oh.
Okay. Let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Oh, thanks, McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley. By God, good luck with your rat problem or whatever. Bye, Coffee Wizard. Take care. That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Susan? Looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 right now. I'm very glad you do. Thanks anyway, Susan. I really did nothing much. Are you gonna be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Will do. Alright then.
Oh, 1 sec.
Maybe I'll go check the stock and...
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, Miss Rona! Miona, welcome! Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Lenora Avenue. Oof. I can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great. I'm happy you're here. So, can I make you... What can anything I can make for you this evening? I'd like something for my throat. I would appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon. And a touch of honey. So, tea, lemon, and honey. Easy enough.
Hmm.
Pretty sure it's this one, but let me double check to be sure. Thank you for the Lark Raptor.
Cheated?
Yep. It was the right one. Serve it. A cup of warm Midsummer's Night Dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. It's wonderful. Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon, and the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Hold on. Friends. New update, Riona. Cute. Just looking at stuff. Oh. He's certainly dealing with plenty of clues. He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh, what do you need? Could you give me my contact information to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh? Put you in, close the drawer. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible that I spoke more than was necessary. All because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to that tree. That's entirely understandable, though. But it's not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please, do let me know. It is the least I could do, as I realize there will be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Or, I mean, because Officer Georgie is a human. And we, semi-physical being, may have our own way of sharing information, as such. I understand what you mean. Okay. I just did not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. I'd say you already helped it in more ways than one. Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late. And I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. That may actually be a part of the problem, I am afraid. Pardon? You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's troubling. I'm sorry about that. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just, I used to believe that I had a settled life objective, but I have been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. That's very thoughtful of her. So, what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network to make myself known. Oh? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so, but you could give me could you give me a refresher? Just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well... Oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work. Because you'll have to do that way more than just making a few calls and waiting for callbacks, you know. I say it's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and the bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respected Miss Rachel's determination. I can clearly see how it worked out for her. Hey,
Good evening,
Fire.
Fire, by the way.
Is it good, Fire? I hope you've been well. Is it like really early in the morning for you? Can you not sleep? Do you have insomnia again?
We know he's about 6 hours ahead of us, so it's probably like about 4 in the morning on his end. Yeah, about 4:20.
Yeah. I'm playing Coffee Talk right now. I've been chilling. Went to bed at midnight. Oof.
Ah.
Yeah, we're just hanging out making coffee and whatnot. Oh yeah, Fire, I don't know if you've seen, but this is the new me right here. I would be showing it right now, but my program glitched out after I had some crashes, so this is the new me for right now. I mean, I think I showed you it, but yeah, that's the new me, but I'm on my gift today, so yeah.
Yeah, Susan's just playing coffee. Talk.
Eh. My headset's getting kind of busted, so. That's cute. Picture you just sent.
Yeah, like, that's from Ghost Game, that was the joke.
But then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right. I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try your suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. And being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Yeah, I was a wee little snow fox, and now I've grown up. Basically, if you don't know what Coffee Talk is, Fire, basically, you make coffee for patrons, and then they just talk about their lives. But in this world, the patrons you serve are mostly, like, entities or different, like, spirit mystical creatures. For example, the girl we're talking to right now is a banshee. So, speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence. Although, perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck? Pardon? Actually, he posted about it on social media last night. Oh? I might have seen it. Did you? I came across him when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. He called me almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk. Really? He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly deep in thought and entered Kerry Park without realizing he had done so. Must be some deep thinking he was doing because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m. Which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it. Right. So he called me to ask if there was any other modes of public transit nearby. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to just call a cab? He told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your business. You operate your business after dark yourself. Touché. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. Oh, why is it? Oh yeah. Here's the Kingdom is coming out soon. Yeah.
It's hard to believe.
I know my Oshi's gonna be doing a 24-hour stream of it once he gets the game. And I think another VTuber I know is also gonna be doing a 12-hour top stream of it too, so.
So in that person's case, it's more so all tiers of the kingdom.
Very funny.
But yeah, crazy.
Speaking of, hang on, I gotta check if he posted anything. Speaking of him, I gotta check and see if he posted anything on Twitter today. He's been quiet today,
Okay.
so.
Oh, nice. Colleen Hoover, November 9th, Crimson Rogue, June. Excellent. We'll have a good multi-hour video to watch in that. Okay.
Didn't post anything yet. He'll probably be back tomorrow. Hopefully.
Okay.
I know he took this weekend off because he went to see a concert. I think actually all the boys weren't live today except for Axel. Only did like a tiny morning stream. Everybody else had off days. Must have had a meeting or something. Must have had to take care of schedules and whatnot and do meetings. Life of being an idol. Life of being an idol, am I right? I wouldn't know, so I'm not an idol.
Oh, by the way, Fire, you want to tell Susan the crazy shit that happened in the call this afternoon? While Susan continues the game.
For a second there, my game. It appears he had dinner with his team and needed extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction. Oh. For a second there, my game went quiet, so I got kind of spooked. Must have been the music changing.
Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, Riona's a banshee.
What about Shadow? I see.
Just gonna...
I suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps. And I know that feeling all too well. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Oh.
Yeah, basically, like, we were just messing with Shadow, and he got all upsetty spaghetti. It eventually led to us pinning a certain quote and then deleting it because like
Hmm. Is it though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas had to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. I just... How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't Alex speak for itself? But
hmm,
if I truly believed that, with the number of rejections I have received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right, that's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let talent speak for itself, we would all have to have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at the moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps maybe because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all? What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fates, perhaps perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense.
hmm.
Ah, okay. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it is good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance or assistance even. Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles, or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still, Miss Riona? Yes? Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine, I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. Whoa. But I thought you were located in Bellevue. I am. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Mara recently began singing quite loudly near the end of the call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. I see. How was his singing, in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. If not for the fact he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Well, he said he was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it out before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down the seat covers as his fur got rather wet. Hope he didn't get sick then. Aside from all that, was he okay? Considering the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean? Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Probably for the best. Couldn't have been entertaining, though. I ended up taking him for a drive, though. I needed to take care of my unfinished business. A late night delivery? No, I was buying a pie. At midnight? Yes. Why? Concerned you may have a competitor? No, not at all. Maybe a little bit.
Well, hopefully it wasn't a sweet potato pie.
Oh, Susan, you will be fine. I sort of want to know just so I can inform Officer Georgie about it. Oh? Why? His daughter loves pies. When his car was vandalized, Officer Georgie had plans to buy pies for his family's get-together. But the report took him a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed.
I see.
May takes pride in being a Seattleite. So I wonder if he knows about it already. Well, it is a very small kiosk attached to a pub. Very easy to miss. The spot is known as Disco Pie. It serves fresh pies until 1 a.m. Interesting. Good to know. Thanks.
Future new game, Pie Talk. Or Disco Pie. Disco Pie is the next game. What do you think? Disco Pie for the next game of this by these developers. Sweetie.
One second.
Oh, okay.
Getting back to the story, though. You both went for pies, then? Yes, and that seemed to fascinate him for some reason. What did you eat to get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble with a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top. And a large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. I feel betrayed, truly. Oh. But it was my suggestion since I thought he needed to warm up. Double ouch. I apologize. I'll live. A little piece of advice though. A glass of warm water might be better for the inebriated. Coffee is not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that's really good information to know.
Very funny.
This is why you are the best barista, Susan. Thank you. Okay, my feelings are hurt slightly less now. And what did you get for yourself? I had a slice of hibiscus blueberry mint pie myself. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Good. Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How'd you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I'll remember to order it next time. Please do. And so we continued our conversation afterwards. That was when he told me he had not given up on his goal despite the many disappointments with his team. He also told me why he doesn't like to drive at all. Why he does not drive at all. Really? Why? It is...
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I was saying, what I don't know if you heard earlier, but so basically they went to this pie shop that's open till like 1 a.m. called Disco Pie, and I was thinking, hey, this could be like a new game. So is this the title of the new game from these developers? Instead of Coffee Talk, it's Pie Talk.
Nice.
On second thought, it may be better to hear the story directly from him another time. I apologize. No problem, I understand. We also discussed quite a few things we have in common. Really? Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 a.m. Must have been a gripping conversation. I am not sure. However, his exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him then, so I drove him home. Were you tired as well? No. I should go now. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Susan. No problem at all. Anytime. Have a good evening then, Susan. Come back again soon.
Only 2 customers tonight, huh?
Interesting. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense because you're getting close to the end game.
And there's the full moon. That can't be good.
Oh, here we go again.
Friday, September 29th, 2023. I'm actually probably gonna have to stop because it's already 10:30 and my brother has to work tomorrow, so I'll
Oh,
just
okay.
read the thing real quick. Alien
Okay.
sightings increases this an invasion. At least it's pretty. Research responds over alleged algae invasion. Dwarfica Tech teams up with Gold Mix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Here. Go ahead and save the game.
Okay.
Whew. That was definitely something.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like we really got a lot from that episode. I mean, we definitely have a lot of questions going on. Basically,
A lot
what's
of which will probably be answered within the next couple days. Episodes.
yeah. I mean, we're heading into a lot of like stuff, like wondering about the vandalism, all that stuff.
And who Golden Freddy is, I mean, who the Banshee really is.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just pause my video feed again.
Okay.
Who to raid, who to raid, who to raid, who to raid, who to raid. Miss Billy, is he still alive? Let me check. He went BRB, so he should be back soon. I'll wait till he gets back, then I'll raid him.
Okay.
I know who we're gonna raid, don't worry guys. But I hope everybody had a good stream. Might be back again tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so my off
Mm-hmm.
days this week are Thursday and Monday. I guess while we're waiting, I'll get the raid messages started. I got new raid messages for these guys, so
Nice.
I've already shown you guys the raid message, but Fire probably hasn't seen it yet, so suck.
Oh yeah, because it has been a while.
Yeah, because Fire's usually sleeping or doing something else when I'm live, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's my raid message. So you guys can copy that. Thankfully, with these raid messages, you don't have to use emotes because they're free.
Yay.
Just waiting for her to come back. Just get it set up just in case. Okay, got it set. Waiting. Should throw on some music. Where's my recent music? Hold on. Da 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 da. Play some music real quick.
Okay.
If you guys are curious what this music is, it's basically a remix of Hollow-Star's Vanguard's original song.
Nice.
It's a lo-fi remix that someone made. It's really good.
Hmm.
As a reminder, everyone, if you go back up and type !charity, I'm doing a charity team up with Mellow Z, raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Oh, good, he's back. Okay. Gonna go launch the raid. Hang on, is he still alive? Looks like he's still going, so we'll go raid quick, so yeah. Got the music though.
All right.
So thank you guys so much for joining me as always. I do appreciate it. Next stream will probably be... We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. So until next time, I'm Susan. And from my boyfriend and I, thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Take care.